This is the big sin of narcissists that will bring painful curses from God until he gets old. Grandiosity, a lack of empathy, and a desire for adulation are hallmarks of the narcissistic personality. Relationships with narcissists are toxic and should be avoided at all costs. These types of people can cause severe emotional distress, making it impossible for their victims to recover and go on with their lives. One of the main issues in dealing with narcissists is that they frequently make mistakes. Rather than accepting accountability for their crimes, they shift the blame to their victims and attempt to manipulate or gaslight them into doubting their own perceptions and recollections. This only serves to worsen the person's mood. When a narcissist is finished with their victim, they don't waste any time thinking about them. It's as if the victim was completely unknown to them. Sadness and bewilderment as they try to make sense of what went wrong are possible reactions. Narcissists lack empathy and aren't concerned about the feelings of those around them. It's revolting and difficult to comprehend that they view them solely as resources to exploit. Here, we'll examine the 7 deadly sins of narcissists, the primary strategies they employ to absolve themselves of blame. Sign up to stay updated and join the discussion about spreading knowledge. Having the character trait of a vampire of emotions. Narcissists will exploit your kindness, openness, and likability at every opportunity. They do it because it gives them pleasure to exert control over you and other people. Yet at what cost? They sacrifice you entirely for their own amusement, leaving you emotionally unstable and unable to distinguish between reality and fantasy. Both you and the narcissist lose sight of your individuality. Their primary concern is satisfying their material and energy requirements. Second, the pinnacle of gaslighting. Narcissists manipulate your narrative by manipulating your emotions and perceptions of them. If they were writing your story, they would use you to get what they want, force you to do things, and convince you to agree to things you would ordinarily reject. The result is a warped perception of who you are, how they see you, the truth, and the world at large. The narcissist wants your approval so that they can attribute successes to themselves and attribute failures to you. It is not acceptable to let another person have so much control over your life that you lose sight of who you are and what you believe in. Ignorance by choice is the third harmful practice. Narcissists are the only people who can reliably predict their own wants and needs. They have realized that it would benefit them to be considerate, respectful, self-aware, and accountable. But despite their newfound knowledge, they take no action. Keep in mind the instances where the narcissist displayed signs of concern about losing you or losing control over the situation. They made some adjustments to their behavior and ultimately became more appealing. When they had all the information they needed to keep you happy in the relationship, why would they treat you this way? However, they did this on purpose so that you would have to grovel for the most fundamental aspects of a healthy relationship with them: consideration, empathy, thoughtfulness, attention, and care. The narcissist wouldn't give you these necessary ingredients for a healthy relationship. The fourth way they tried to control you where they couldn't physically was by making you appear awful. They persisted in their endeavor to tarnish the victim's reputation even after they recognized their lies were false. They tell lies about you because they want you hurt. It's not always easy to remind oneself that respecting another person, rather than caving to their rage, is the right course of action. Although arguments are inevitable in every close relationship, moving on is essential for reconciliation. Contrarily, the narcissist did not carry out these actions. Instead, they persisted in trying to exert power over you by attacking your reputation and circulating stories about you. You suffered damage to your professional and personal relationships as a result of this. They did it to make themselves feel better about themselves, and they didn't care that it upset you. This is unacceptable because it encourages more retaliation out of jealousy, spite, or a desire for payback. The fifth sin is deceit and adultery in intimate relationships. An affair is a serious betrayal when one spouse does not tell the other about it. This kind of action demonstrates a lack of respect for the other person and for the relationship. When confronted, they can try to place the blame elsewhere or dismiss their partner's emotions as crazy. This is an abusive maneuver that will destroy the trust between you and your partner. Narcissists are experts at using deception and manipulation to do harm to others around them. They are chronic liars, making it difficult for their spouses to ascertain the truth. People may stop trusting you and hold the damage you caused them against you for a long time. It can be challenging and time-consuming to recover from a betrayal of this magnitude. Some people may never trust again if they've been lied to. It's critical to have a conversation about these kind of actions and work toward restoring trust in the relationship, or to receive professional assistance in ending things if that's not possible. Inflicting bodily pain on others is the sixth cardinal sin. While not all narcissists are aggressive, those who have the potential to make their victims feel so threatened that they avoid all social situations. For victims of abuse, overcoming the anxiety that their abuser may return to injure them again might take a long time. The emotional and physical abuse from the narcissist can make a person feel unstable anywhere, even in the safest environments. As the child of a narcissist, I find it difficult to comprehend the motivations of those who would resort to physical violence. One's dark, satanic side, over which they have no control, is revealed when they resort to violence. The final of the 7 deadly sins is exploitation. People in the eyes of a narcissist are simply disposable resources. This is because of their conceit and superiority complex. They only care about using people to further their own ends, such as obtaining food or evading those who are chasing them. Instead, they want something that has nothing to do with true humanity, such as money, sex, or material gain. Narcissists are manipulative people who take advantage of others to achieve their goals. They have little regard for anything beyond life itself and a person's most primitive drives. We appreciate you joining us to watch this program. If you enjoyed it, please click the like button, share it with your friends, and let us know what you thought in the comments.